Faith. It's a small word with immense power. It's the unseen force that moves mountains. It's the belief in the unseen, the conviction that the impossible is possible. Faith is not passive hope. It's an active, living force that transforms lives. Think about the great heroes of the Bible. They dared to believe in a God who could do anything. They walked by faith, not by sight. Their stories remind us that with God, all things are possible. We all face challenges in life, but it's our faith that empowers us to rise above them. When we choose faith over fear, we open the door to miracles. We tap into a power that is greater than ourselves. Remember, faith is a journey, not a destination. It's about taking that first step, even when we can't see the whole staircase. It's about trusting in God's plan, even when we don't understand it. We often underestimate the power of our words, but words are containers of power. They can speak life or death. Proverbs 18:21 reminds us, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." When we speak words of faith, we are aligning ourselves with God's promises. We are declaring that we believe in His power to make things happen. Jesus Himself spoke to storms, calmed the seas, and healed the sick with His words. What are you speaking over your life? Are you speaking words of faith or words of fear? Your words have the power to shape your reality. Start speaking God's promises over your life. Declare His goodness, His favor, and His power. You'll be amazed at what happens when you align your words with His word. Belief is the starting point of all miracles. It's the foundation upon which faith is built. Hebrews 11:1 tells us, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." When we truly believe, we act on that belief. We don't just sit back and wait for things to happen. We take steps of faith, even when we don't see the full picture. Think about the woman with the issue of blood. She had faith that if she could just touch the hem of Jesus' garment, she would be healed. And she was. Her faith, her belief, made her whole. What are you believing for? What miracles are you expecting God to do in your life? Start acting on your belief. Take that step of faith and watch God move on your behalf. Fear is the opposite of faith. It paralyzes us, keeps us stuck, and prevents us from experiencing God's best. But we don't have to be slaves to fear. When fear knocks on the door of your heart, send faith to answer it. Remind yourself of God's promises. Remember who He is, a God who loves you, protects you, and fights for you. Take courage. Be strong. Do not be afraid. Those are words God spoke to Joshua, and they are words He speaks to us today. He's with us every step of the way. When we choose faith over fear, we step into the fullness of God's plan for our lives. We unlock the miraculous and experience the extraordinary.